Okay, so are we ready for another deep dive?
Let's do it.
All right, so this time we're going to be diving into the Premier League, specifically this matchup between Arsenal and Aston Villa.
Sounds good.
Now, uh, any true Premier League fan is going to have their eye on this one. I mean, you
Mhm.
got Arsenal fighting for that top spot, that title, and then you got Aston Villa. They want to secure a spot in the top seven.
Yeah, they're both having pretty impressive seasons.
Exactly. But there's another little twist to this whole thing that makes it just a little bit more interesting, I think.
Yeah.
Unai Emery over there managing Aston Villa.
Right?
Well, he used to manage Arsenal.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I mean, that just adds a whole other level to this whole match. You know what I mean?
For sure. I mean, could make things a bit spicy on the pitch, I think.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So let's start with Arsenal. So they've had a bit of a little bit of a rough patch recently, a 3-match winless streak there. But
Yeah, what happened there?
I don't know. They just seem to lose a little bit of momentum.
Yeah.
But yeah, they did bounce back, though, with a pretty convincing win against Tottenham.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one.
And, I mean, at home, they've been just about unstoppable this season, unbeaten in the league at Emirates Stadium since April 2024.
Wow, that's impressive.
But here's a funny thing you want to know. The last time they lost at home in the league,
Who was it against?
it was against Aston Villa.
Oh, wow. So they've got that going for them.
Exactly. So,
Yeah.
Aston Villa pulled it off once. Can they do it again?
Well, I mean, anything can happen in football, right?
True, true.
Yeah.
But, uh, y- you know, Arsenal have been on this incredible unbeaten run in the league overall, 11 matches undefeated.
Yeah, that's hard to ignore.
It is. But let's not forget about Aston Villa. They've been on a good run themselves. 3 one-goal victories in a row, push them right up to 7th in the table.
Yeah, they're definitely a team to watch right now.
But, one thing that stands out to me is their away form. It hasn't been quite as impressive as their home form. They've only won 2 out of their last 8 matches on the road.
And keeping those clean sheets away from home has been a bit of a struggle for them too, hasn't it?
Exactly. And, against a team like Arsenal with their offensive firepower, that could be a real problem.
Definitely something to keep an eye on.
So, we talked about Arsenal's recent form, Aston Villa's, making their way up the table. But I think we got to address the elephant in the room here.
Yeah.
Unai Emery going up against his old club, Arsenal.
Yeah.
We talk about a storyline.
Yeah, that's going to be a lot of pressure for him.
I mean, I wonder what's going through his head, go back to the Emirates Stadium.
Yeah.
But, not only that, but his record against Arsenal since he left is pretty impressive. He's undefeated in 4 out of their last 6 matches.
Oh, wow. So he knows how to beat them.
It seems like so. Do you think that familiarity with Arsenal gives Aston Villa, an advantage going into this match?
It's tough to say. I mean, it could work both ways, right? Arsenal also knows his tactics.
That's true. They
Yeah.
could be prepared for what he throws at them.
Exactly. So it's really a wild card, you know? It'll be interesting to see how it plays out.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So let's talk about some of the players now.
Yeah.
Who should we be watching out for in this match?
Okay.
I'm curious about Leandro Trossard for Arsenal. They've got some injuries up front right now,
Yeah.
so he might get a chance to really shine. And, he did score the opening goal in their last match against Villa.
Right, right. Yeah, he's a talented player. He's got that speed and those dribbling skills that can really cause problems for defenders, especially if Aston Villa is, playing a little bit more defensively.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Mhm.
But, for Aston Villa, I think Morgan Rogers is a player to watch.
Hmm.
He's been on fire lately, scoring goals, creating chances.
Oh, yeah, he's been on a roll.
And, he scored against the North London team before he got one against Tottenham earlier this season.
Yeah, so he's not afraid of the big stage.
Exactly. So we've got some exciting players to watch on both sides. And historically, this fixture rarely ends in a draw. I mean, you got to go all the way back to November 2012 for the last time these two teams shared the points.
Wow, that's a long time ago.
It really is. So, we can probably expect a decisive result in this one.
It seems likely. I mean, there's a lot on the line for both teams. Arsenal needs the win to stay in the title race, and Aston Villa wants to, solidify their place in that top 7.
Absolutely. So the stakes are high, and history tells us a draw is unlikely. So I got to ask you, I mean, what do you think can Aston Villa, recreate that magic from last season and pull off another upset at the Emirates?
Well, I got to say, based on their away form, it's a tough ask. But they have shown they can beat Arsenal at the Emirates.
That's true.
And I'm sure Unai Emery will have his team fired up and ready to go for this one. So, never say never in football.
I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But this one's got all the makings of a classic Premier League clash.
Looking forward to it.
Me too.
Should be a good one.
All right, well, that's going to do it for this deep dive, folks. Thanks for joining us, and we'll catch you next time.
See you later.
Bye.